Rita, thank you. Welcome to BBC London. On the programme this evening. Also coming up on the programme. Good evening, thanks for joining us. I'm Luxmy Gopal. Police searching for the Clapham attack suspect, Abdul Shakur Azadi, have recovered 2 bodies from the River Thames, but neither of them are related to the missing case. The police's marine unit began searching the river over the weekend. They believe Azadi went into the water at Chelsea Bridge, where our reporter Megan Owen is for us this evening. Megan, what's the latest? But before that, gas lamps like these have been lighting up London's streets for decades, with some of them actually dating back more than 200 years. Now, 4 of them, close to the Theatre Royal in Covent Garden, have been given protective status. That's after the council wanted to convert them to brighter electric lights. But campaigners are worried that others could be lost, as Thomas McGill has been finding out. Plenty more to come here on BBC London this evening, including police were called to a school in Eltham where students fell ill after it's believed they smoked a vape spiked with an illegal drug. 5 teenagers needed hospital treatment and one of them had to be put into an induced coma. Layla, well, let's take a quick look now at some of the day's other news. Hundreds of people are at risk of losing their driver's licence after claiming they were wrongly fined for speeding on a section of the A20 on the Kent-London border. That's according to a solicitor representing the drivers. More than 1,000 people have signed a petition for the fines to be dropped, but the Met Police say they're confident the enforcement was lawful, as Nick Johnson explains. Really beautifully done, isn't it? And it even has one of those historic gas lamps we were talking about earlier. See, we don't just throw these things together. Now, at the age of 102, I think it's reasonable to say that you probably would be expecting to take it easy, but not Jack Hemmings, who's achieved his lifelong dream of piloting a Spitfire. The former RAF squadron leader is one of the oldest people to take to the skies in the historic aircraft, and it was all for a cause close to his heart. Kirstine O'Sullivan reports from Biggin Hill Airport. What an inspiration Jack is. That was incredible. Let's have a look at the weather forecast with cause. Now let's just remind you of the main headlines. Go to our Instagram page to see some highlights of the best pictures from the Lunar New Year celebrations at the weekend in the capital. Just search for BBC London. That's about it from me for now. I'll be back with your late news at 10:30 tonight. But for now, from all of us here, have a very good evening. Goodbye. Is here for us now. Layla, what more can you tell us about this?
Well, what we know is that the officers were called to the school in Eltham.
And Layla, what have police said about this particular case?
Well, they say that an investigation is now underway.
Next this evening, the Met Police have defended their use of live facial recognition after civil liberty groups criticised the technology as an Orwellian breach of privacy. The facial recognition cameras are currently being used in Croydon as part of a month-long operation. The Met say it's led to 45 arrests so far and call it a vital tool of policing. Anna O'Neill has been to find out more. Now, if you're anything like me, I imagine you have fond memories of playing with Lego and perhaps not so fond memories of accidentally stepping on one with bare feet. Well, one self-confessed Lego superfan is living his childhood dream after designing a new kit for the company. John Cramp beat thousands of other entries with his winning idea, the iconic red London phone box, which is now being manufactured and sold by the Danish toy firm. Alex Thorpe has been to find out more. That was Nick Johnson reporting. Now, take a look at this. This is London's super sewer. It runs under the River Thames and is nearly 16 miles long. The Thames Tideway Tunnel, to give it its official name, begins testing in a few months' time. It'll eventually connect 34 storm overflow drains and take the sewage to be treated at a works in East London. Tom Edwards has been for a look around.